Hey man, this is the coach.
And I'm the Beacon, and this is the Point Blank Perspectives podcast.
Alright, so Beacon, what we gonna talk about today, man?
Well, what are we going to talk about today? I think today we should talk about the holiday, because I mean, as of the moment that we're recording this right now, it is Christmas Eve.
Right.
And I know, some people care about Christmas, some people don't celebrate Christmas, but I mean, I think around this time, even if you celebrate like something different, it is like it's just a holiday season right now.
Okay.
So I thought maybe we just talk about the season.
Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah. So
we talk about the season,
I think for me, because I'm more familiar with Christmas,
Okay.
then I was probably going to focus on like the Christmas holiday. Because I don't really know too much about Hanukkah. In my house, we never really celebrated Kwanzaa, so I don't really know enough about those holidays to really talk in depth about them. But I mean, I just know Christmas to be like the time of year right now where, as a kid, you'd be happy because you're getting out of school for about the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you got a whole bunch of gifts coming. Whoo.
Yeah.
So, I just figured we had that conversation.
Okay. Well, for me, when I think of Christmas, I think of, going to church on Christmas Day.
Okay.
Me and my mom and my sister, we getting up and, presents under the tree. I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna tell you now. People gonna kill me. People was gonna kill me. One thing my mom never made us believe.
Oh, I know what you're about to say. You about to get us canceled. They're like, why would he say that?
Right. No, I gotta say it, man. I gotta say it. And this is.
It's your point blank perspective. Go ahead and tell them.
My mom never let us, Santa Claus. No, she told us from the rip when we was old enough to understand. She said, "I am Santa Claus."
Wait, how old were y'all when she told y'all that?
We had to be.
Like, were y'all teenagers?
No.
Y'all still kids?
We was kids.
Was y'all 10? Like older than 10 or at least 10?
No, we was younger than that.
Dang, she wasn't playing no games.
No, my mom was playing games. My mom, because I asked her, I said, "Mom, whatever." As a kid, my mom told me, "God is my witness." She said, "I don't go out here and work to sit up there to sit up there and give the white man all the credit." I was like, "What?" As a kid, I'm like, "Well, Santa Claus is white. What are you talking about?" My mom said, "No." My mom said, "Freddie, there's no Santa Claus."
Yeah, I'm done.
I said, "Mom," she said, "Listen to me. I work. I go to work. No, that's not we're not doing that." And I believed her. And then we'll talk about something negative happened, and then I really believed her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then this is when I'm older. You know what I mean? I'm like, "Oh yeah, they don't Santa Claus." But one thing my mom always said to me, she said, "You don't never shatter someone else's dreams. If that's what their parents taught them, then you don't say nothing."
Right.
because as a kid, I got that information.
Right.
Oh my God, ain't no Santa Claus.
Right.
My mom is sick.
Right.
But I couldn't say nothing. And I'm like, "All right, Mom, I ain't gonna say nothing." And it killed me. You know what I mean? I'm going back to school. "Oh yeah, Santa Claus."
So you know what's crazy about that? Like, I don't remember my mom ever telling me there wasn't a Santa Claus. But I think just in the nature of how my life was at the time for Christmas, when it came around Christmas time, I just kind of figured out that there wasn't no Santa Claus.
My mom, there was no figuring out. My mom was from the rip. Ain't no Santa Claus.
Yeah, that didn't happen with me. That didn't happen with me. But I think for me, it would be like my mom, like she would always want to know what I wanted for Christmas.
Right, right.
And she never tried to make it seem like, oh, what you want to tell Santa? You want, like, she never did that. It was like,
No,
what you
my
want for Christmas?
mom never did that either.
And then also sometimes like my dad would call me because he was in Germany at the time, or at least like in the army or whatever. So he was always like never there physically, but he would call and he would ask me what I want for Christmas. And then I would tell him like stuff that I wanted or whatever, and then like if he could or if my mom didn't already get it, then he would send it.
Okay.
And sometimes the stuff that I told him I wanted, it would come late.
Okay.
So it was almost like you couldn't really run with the Santa narrative with me because it's like Santa was supposed to be here yesterday.
Right.
This joint just got here today. And I
Right.
told my dad I wanted it, and I know he mailing it.
Right.
So it's like, all right, come on, let's not play with my intelligence.
Right. Now, one thing I do feel that the holidays, and I'm not just talking about Christmas, I'm talking about holidays, period, is getting more commercial.
Yeah.
Am I, help me out when I'm trying to say.
Elaborate.
Where at one time you didn't see a lot of just Christmas, buy this, buy that. You know, we didn't see that.
Yeah.
You know, and at the same time, like these kids that's growing up these days, it's hard if your parents ain't got no money, cause these kids they rub it in your face.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, it seemed like everybody was like, oh yeah, you may want the bike. If you didn't get a bike, it was like, all right, no big thing. We all get on each other's bike and we just all have fun. You may have that one kid that be like, oh, you ain't got no bike. But you didn't really ask for a lot. Maybe because at the same time, there was no electronic. It wasn't social media. It wasn't, this is just me. There's no way in the world I can pay all this money for sneakers. I'm sorry. I can't.
You talking to the wrong person. I've never been a sneakerhead and I don't have no kids.
Right. And, so as a parent, we get a lot of pressure, not from what as far as we asking for what we ask our kids what they want, but then it's commercials.
Yeah. To your point, and you were fine, so I don't know why you was worried about it. What you said made sense.
Yeah.
But it's funny because, like, I remember you used to have to wait until after Thanksgiving to even start thinking about Christmas.
Yes.
When I was a kid.
Yes.
And it's almost like now, as soon as Halloween comes, they advertising Black Friday sales to the point to where it got so bad at a certain point. Like, it's a little bit better now, and I thank God for like Amazon and stuff like that, or online shopping, I'll say, because it got to the point where they started doing Black Friday shopping like on Thanksgiving. I remember there used to be a time where everything was closed on Thanksgiving after like 6 o'clock. Yeah. And it was like, whatever you ain't have at 6 o'clock, that was it. You just had to wait until tomorrow, and the stores probably opened up at like midnight or maybe 4 in the morning or something like that, so people can get out there early and get their stuff. But now it's like, 3 o'clock on Thanksgiving, we giving out this and that, these TVs for $200, and it's like, you can't even enjoy your dinner with your family.
Right.
So, yeah, to your point, yes, there's a lot of commercialization that's going on with the holidays, especially with Christmas. Right. And it's sad because, regardless of which holiday around the Christmas time or whatever that you celebrate, those holidays are meant to be, at least to me, to spend time with your family and build time with your family, not to be out there trying to shop to get a discount.
So a lot of people do.
But they have to because of the economy we live in.
Okay.
If you got to get a whole bunch of stuff, if you got kids and they want a whole bunch of stuff, that's your opportunity. Those couple of days is your opportunity to get whatever it is at a discount. Right. So I get like the craze behind it, but it's just it's unfortunate that it's almost like the parents or the guardians or whoever's buying these gifts are getting exploited on the actual holiday when they should be able to relax and just chill. Right. But the reason I started off by saying thank God for technology is because now they have a lot of sales that you can do like online. Right. So a lot of times you don't even have to leave your house. You can just go on your phone or go on your computer or whatever and start doing your Christmas shopping and you can still take advantage of those Black Friday and even Cyber Monday sales, because that's another thing. Like when I was a kid, it wasn't no Cyber Monday because there wasn't no internet shopping. Right. But now it's like, not only can you shop online, but now they have Black Friday, and if you miss Black Friday, then that following Monday you got Cyber Monday. So
let me say this. And I'm talking to the married men.
Okay.
And I'm talking to men, period.
I was about to say, because I was about to stop listening.
Okay, now
Should I listen or should I?
You should listen. No,
Okay,
no,
okay,
no.
I'm
You
listening.
should listen.
I'm listening.
You know, you're in a relation. If you're in a relationship, or I'm talking to, if you're in a relationship or you married.
Oh,
I
so
may
you
not
ain't talking to me.
be, I may not be talking to you.
Yeah,
but
I'm
you-
mind my business.
Okay. Let me say this. I see a lot of my buddies and a lot of men, they out there trying to figure out, oh my God, when I'm gonna get my wife. Let me say this, man. You sitting up there telling me you've been with your wife for over 5 years, or you've been with your wife 10, 15 years, and you don't know what to get? Are you effing joking me, man? Come on, man. So this is let me.
Well, wait, but is that fair enough? Is that fair for you to say that?
Hell yeah.
Here's why I'm saying.
No. You're telling me I've been with you for 10 years, and I don't know what to get you? No. So let me give you the remedy.
Okay.
All right. So this is what I do. All right? And let me look into the camera when I say this.
Oh,
Take
gosh,
heed
why
from
did
the
you give him a
coach.
camera?
Yeah, you should have got me a camera. Now I'm on. This is what I do, men. If you are in a relationship, when Thanksgiving come, you ask your wife, give me 5 things you want for Thanksgiving. Your wife or whoever.
Thanksgiving?
Huh?
For Thanksgiving?
When Thanksgiving shows
No, but I'm
up,
saying you said for Thanksgiving.
when Thanksgiving shows up, you're going to go to whoever you're in a relationship with and say, give me 5. Now this is how it goes. Give me 5 things you want for Christmas. Okay. But you're going to get 2 to 3 of them.
Okay.
Because let's say you give them 2. Now the other 3 you're going to spread it out the rest of the year. Mother's Day is coming up. Her birthday is coming up. And then it's a just because. That's your 5 things. Time you get finished coming around, Thanksgiving's right back around. And then you sit up there and you do it all over again. Give me 5 things that you want. You're going to get 2 of them. And then it'd be 1 for your birthday. So now that takes out of the, I don't know what to get her for my birthday. Are you joking me? I'm giving you I'm opening up the blueprint for you. So now hold on. But this is the big thing that this is the thing that, gentlemen, we have to understand. You have to stay in your lane. If you know you have a nice job, you have, for my wife, I put a cap on it. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be a cap, because if you're trying to compete against Lonnie, that on the other side of the fence, and he's getting money, or you trying to compete with a rapper, oh yeah, my God. If that ain't your lane, you're gonna crash and burn. See, if you stay in your lane, there is no traffic in your lane.
Right.
A lot of people want to get in a lane that it's a lot of traffic in. Don't get in the lane where there's traffic. Stay in your lane, but that's the key. You have to sit there and put a cap on what you will spend on each gift. Okay, go ahead, what you gonna say? So that's what I gotta say to you. Go ahead, what you gonna say?
Oh, I think that is perfect.
That's what I do.
I think that is an excellent piece of advice that I hope these dudes was listening to. Because even as a single guy, I was like, I like that. So here's the thing.
Go ahead.
It's a well thought out plan.
Right.
Like it's an opportunity for you to say, okay, what are these things that you want? And then, like you said, now with the future things that are coming up, now you have things that you can work with throughout the next year or whatever else comes up.
Right.
So you're not scrambling around every time to try to figure out what you want. It's like, okay, I spoke to you, asked you what your top 5 things are. Maybe I can get some of this for Christmas. Maybe I can get some of this.
You're
for
only gonna
birthday.
get 2 of them for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then, so that's 2.
Right.
The next one is the birthday.
Right. Well, it depends on the person.
What you mean?
Because you might get, like, some people might do Valentine's Day and their birthday might be after that. Some people
Okay,
might,
so you can do Valentine's.
some people might do Mother's Day and their birthday might be after Mother's Day.
But
So I'm just saying.
you got these 5.
Yeah,
gifts.
yeah.
So you good.
Yeah, I'm just saying birthday might not be automatically next after Christmas.
Well,
That's all I'm
right.
saying.
I got you.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. Or you think of the what holidays you gonna do, and you say, well, I'm going to. What do you want for Christmas? I'm going to get you. Give me 5 or 6. I'm going to get you 2. and then you spread them out over the different holidays, whatever she really passionate about, and you good.
Now here's the question.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Do you have to tell her how many she's going to get for
Yes,
Christmas?
because
I thought you were going to say yes, but I want you to explain why.
the reason why I'm telling you yes is because you can't sit there and say, well, you're going to let her know, look, I'm going to tell me 5 things you may want for Christmas, but I'm going to give you 2 of them, and I'm going to spread them out through the rest of the year. So this way you get what you really want.
Right.
And that gives me a chance, even if you want to be a baller, and you say, my budget, I ain't got no budget. Okay, that may not be your lane, but you may be going down the lane. At least that gives you a little chance to get your dumplings up.
So it's like, and then the other thing you can do too, because I think you're saying the same thing is, even if you don't tell me exactly what it is that you want, at least put them in the order, like a priority order. So it's like, okay, in a perfect world, I want number 1 first, and number 5 I want it, but it's not like I don't have to have it tomorrow.
You can do it that way, or you can just be like, whatever.
Yeah.
But at least, and I'm saying this, that in a relationship, the man and woman both should do it.
Right.
But
you might have to say that again.
the man and but women pay attention. Most women pay attention to their man.
I'm not saying they don't.
But,
I'm just saying you might want to say that again, just so that everybody is clear. Everybody's clear.
okay.
I want to make sure everybody heard what you just said.
Gotcha. So let me say this again. In a relationship, the man and the woman both should be doing this. And you're going to write this down on a piece of paper so it will not be saying, oh, I couldn't remember. No, I wrote it down on a piece of paper for you. This is your cheat sheet. And if you put down, this is the things I want. Even if you want to put down a link where the person can get it from, there you go.
And here's another way they could do it, just in case they want to do paper.
Go ahead.
You can send a text message to
You can-
each other and take a screenshot.
You can do that too.
So then now this way, you have it. Because your point is just make sure you have it somewhere
Just make sure you have
that
it.
you don't forget.
Right. Make sure you have it.
Yep.
For me, Angie, she'll let me know. Ooh, I text it, I type it down in my notes, thing in my phone. I'm good.
Yeah, because see, I'm a digital person, so if I write something down, I'm probably going to lose it.
Right. So me, yeah, I lose it too. I'm good. So you know what I mean. So that's what we do. That's what me and Angie do when it comes to the holidays.
No, that's excellent, man.
You know.
I'm glad you said that, because that is a phenomenal strategy for anybody out here that's, like you said, that's talking about, oh man, I don't know what to get. Because now I see why you said that. Because at first I was like, wait, that's not fair, because you don't know what their situation is. But the reality is, the way you're doing it, you already know ahead of time.
Right.
So there is no confusion about Christmas.
No.
Because if she don't tell you nothing, then I can't do nothing with nothing.
Right. And there goes the, oh, well, you should have known. No, this is why we had this conversation.
Right.
So we both on the same page.
Right.
And, okay, also, when you do this, again, I'm going to say this, and this is very, very important. You have to put a cap on it. If you're not a multi-millionaire, or you balling like that, then don't put no cap. But for us brothers that need a cap on it, us brothers and us sisters that need a cap on it, put a cap on it. Don't be ashamed and sit up there and don't put a cap on it, because it's not good.
And you know what else? You know what else I think works, and it's along the same advice. But I think the person that is, when you're writing your list, understand what the person's situation is. So like if you know,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
because somebody might say to you, all right, well, yeah, write down your list, and like you said, I give you a cap. Your cap is this.
Right.
But then everything on your list is at like the max price, and you know like the person could do it, but you also might know like, all right, they're not really in a situation that I feel as though they should be doing all that.
No, let me stop you.
All right, go ahead.
This is the reason why I say 2 of the things Christmas, and then you're able to spread it out. Because let's say, excuse me, I get paid every week.
Okay.
You have the people that get paid every 2 weeks,
Right.
every quarter.
Some
How many
get paid
people-
every month. Yeah, yeah.
Right. You're able to spread out the because after Christmas, what's the next big holiday for women?
I think Valentine's.
Okay, so that's in February.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you can't be one of them gifts in February?
Yeah, fair enough.
So no,
Fair
there
enough.
is
That's what
no.
you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no, I'm not giving you a back door.
But that's why I got to talk these things out, just
Right.
in case somebody tried it. Now I already tried it and it ain't work.
Right. No. You don't get no back door on this. This is how it is. Now, listen, the coach is telling you this now.
Yeah, y'all need to listen to the coach on that because that's
Listen,
really good advice.
The coach is telling you, men or women, this is not, even though we like to gear towards men with we're talking to everyone out there. We want your Christmas to go smooth. We want you to have some Christmas joy. This is what the coach is. Christmas sex. We gonna say it like it is. Call it the way it is. Have a good time.
Boy, he tough.
So that's.
So I guess in the method that you just mentioned,
Yes.
I guess my question for you would be like, what is let me ask you this: do y'all do that on both sides? Like you do that for her and she does that for you?
Yes.
Okay, so in doing it that way, do you feel like it takes away from the element of surprise?
Let me give you a story. Okay, this is a story. How sometimes surprises are not that good.
Fair
Okay.
enough. Yep.
So, me and my wife just started dating. And I say to myself, let's surprise your wife and get her some bra and panties.
Mhm.
Surprise. As you say.
Mhm.
I go, ladies don't kill me out there. I go to Rainbow. Okay? I think I'm doing good. So when I get in the Rainbow, the lady said, I said, ma'am, I'm coming to get my wife some bra and panties. So the lady say, come on man, stop doing that, man. So the lady say, what size is she? And then you know how somebody did just that beep.
Dear headlights.
I was like, right. Now, Beacon, the crazy part is, me and my wife, remember, I say that we wrote down everything, the bras, all our sizes and everything. I got the paper in my pocket. I don't pull it out because the lady asked me a question. She just threw me off. So I'm looking around and I'm like, that lady's size.
That lady's.
That's right. I said, that lady's size. She said, okay. Okay, this is your section.
Yeah, this is worse and worse.
Okay, this is the surprise. So I said, okay. And she said, 5 for 10. I thought I was coming up. So I got $20 worth of bras. $20 worth of panties. I said, can you wrap them up for me? Put them in the box and all that. I get home. I get back to the apartment. Angie, look what I got you. Surprise. She opened it up. She pulled the first one out. Who the hell wearing this? My ego and my surprise and everything in me, I just wanted to run in the corner some fucking where. Excuse my language. I wanted to run in the corner somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, huh? She said, I'm not wearing this. You can take that back. Now my ego is damaged. And what did I do? She gave it back to me. I just threw it right in the trash. I wasn't, listen, I wasn't taking it back because I felt embarrassed to go back in there and the lady be saying, dang, you don't know your girl's size. So to avoid that, I just threw it in the trash. So she said, why'd you get me something from Rainbow? Well, and I told her, I said, well, I walked past the window and they had some nice on the mannequin, so I'm gonna surprise you.
Right.
She said, from here on out, don't surprise me. I said, okay. So I'm just letting you know, no, surprises are not all that good.
Yeah, I'm dying.
Surprises, I'm sorry, it's not all that good.
No, okay, no, that's fair. Well, let me ask you this, because now you have some years of, because you didn't know at the time. You was still trying
Okay,
to
go
get to know
ahead.
her. You didn't really know like all of her sizes and
Let me answer your
and
question,
things
because I know
like
what you're getting. Let me answer it for you.
that. Okay.
Hell no, I would never surprise you. After that situation, there was no more surprise. I always asked, what do you want? No, we're not doing that surprise. No. Because I know men listen to me. And you may know this, but you guys that's getting in relationships, and your wives' taste change depending on the weight they gain or lose. That's how it is. If your wife weight fluctuates, her taste for what she wants changes. You gotta accept that. So that's the reason why I don't surprise age. I just, if I'm going to get her something, boom. Like every year for the past 18 years, she gets a pair of boots from me, and this is a just because. So, but I'll ask her, what boots you like? But again, rule number 2, there's a cap on the boots
Right.
that you will get. My cap is $250
Okay. That seems fair to me.
for a pair of boots.
Yeah, that seems fair to me.
One time she seen a pair of boots for three something.
Okay.
I said, well, sweetheart.
That's not in scope.
No. We can get those. But you have to come up with the other part of that money.
Okay.
Because I'm only going to
You
50.
already set the budget. Yeah.
Right, and that doesn't bend with me.
Right.
No, I don't bend with that.
Right.
So-
and I guess, and it's a fair thing. It's like, okay, I'm willing to, if you really want those, I'm willing to pay the bulk of the price.
Right, I'm paying $250.
Yeah.
But for the past 18 years, you already knew this.
Right.
So, you know, so yeah.
Listen, you just gave a whole bunch of good information right there. I hope people was listening to that.
Hey, listen, you can listen to me or you don't. But when you have these problems,
You'll have a better Christmas if you listen to that.
listen, I'm just letting you know. So,
But I guess before we jump off of that though, what I would say, just cause,
Okay.
like I like surprising people. So
has it ever went wrong for you?
I don't think so. But here's the thing.
You would know if it did.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think it has.
Okay, go
Because
ahead.
here's the thing. I never surprise people based on what I think they would like.
Got you.
I always get some sort of information to know, okay, I'm pretty sure they would like this. So like, for example, like when I was younger, like we might be in the mall or something, and they might see something and be like, oh yeah, I like such and such. Like I like that jacket, I like these shoes, I like that dress, and this and that.
Okay.
And then I won't say nothing while we're there when they say that. But then like later on, I might ask them like, oh, what's your shoe size or what's your this or that, depending on what it was that I saw. But it'll be way after, so they're not even putting two and two together.
Okay.
And then later on, and it might be a Christmas gift or it might be whatever, but now I know what your shoe size is. I'm gonna be like those shoes. I can go get you those shoes now.
Okay.
So it'd be stuff like that. And then I remember one time somebody wanted a winter jacket. Like it was cold, they wanted a winter jacket. But they wasn't used to like nice winter jackets. They just used to get like the little joint that your mom would get you, like a big fluffy joint.
Got
You know
it.
what I'm saying? So I got them like this is back in the day. So this was like a baby fat joint. Probably all the girls my age probably had this.
That was back in the day. Baby fat was back
Yeah,
in the
so it was
day.
like a baby fat, like all suede, like it was like a tan suede, like the white little fur, whatever.
Ooh,
it
you
is.
paid some money.
Yeah, I paid some bread for that
Ooh,
joint.
this was your chick.
Yeah, this was my girl at the time. This was my girl at the time. I paid some bread for that joint. I was proud of myself for getting it. That joint was so nice. Her mom was like, yo, that joint. When you getting kudos from the mom, and that's like, that's love.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too for surprises. So you can sometimes also leverage the people around them. So maybe you tell their friend like, yo, I'm thinking about doing this. Cause I've been in that situation before.
Okay.
I've been in a relationship before where it was like, I want to get this thing, but I don't know that I'm going to necessarily pick out the right thing. I need you to help me pick out the right thing.
Okay.
So I'll go to the friend
Okay.
and have the friend help me figure out, okay, this is what she likes, or this is what her size or her style is from
Okay.
what I know about her.
Okay.
And then you can leverage that too. So I'm just saying, For those of us who still like to do the surprise thing, there's ways to do it. I just didn't want everybody to walk away feeling like you can't surprise at all, because I think there are ways to do it, but I think to your point, you have to really know your person to be able to pull that off.
Yes, you do. Yes,
If you don't really know your person, or if you're not willing to do the work to get the right thing, then just don't do it. Because I think one of the worst things for me for Christmas, or even just gift giving in general, I can't stand when somebody buy me something that has nothing to do with what I like, or what my interests are, or something that I don't even need. It's just something that you just bought because you just want to buy me something. To say you bought me something.
Okay, let me address that.
Yeah, let's address it.
Listen to me good. To alleviate that problem, if you're not too sure what to get a person, a gift card is always the best thing to do.
I agree.
You can never go wrong with the gift card because you're gonna let that person get what they want.
But you can go wrong with a gift card if you get them a gift card somewhere they don't go.
When I say a gift card, I'm doing universal, a Visa gift card.
But I'm just saying, you gotta say that because
Okay.
some people might hear that and say, oh, you can't go wrong with a gift card. I like Starbucks. I'm gonna get everybody a Starbucks.
Right. Okay. So when I say a gift card, that's a Visa gift card.
Visa, Amazon, something where we got options.
I don't even do Amazon. I just do strictly Visa.
Okay.
So because you may get the card and you in a certain situation that you can use the card, I don't want to limit you if I just give you a store.
Right.
Where I want your options, because I always believe in options. I want your options open. So that's
so do I.
Oh, okay. hey, man, okay. So, ladies, did you hear this? He's single. He give out good gifts like fat form, baby fat jackets.
Whoa, let's slow down. Let's slow down.
Just go what you said. You know?
I was telling you from back in the day.
Oh, back in the day. Okay.
Yeah,
My bad.
That's when I was young and reckless with my money.
Okay. So, all right, ladies, he's single. Excuse me. Ladies, he's single.
No, I'm a good gift giver overall, though.
Ooh, he's a good gift giver.
This boy just go ahead and
We're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna shut that door. Come on. Okay, it's just all safe. Okay. But you have to be, like you said, you gotta be strategic on what you're getting. But you have to know your person. If you're not too sure and you don't want to use what the coach tell you, then go out there and be a Rambo about it. And when you get killed, you might remember what the coach said. Dad, the coach was trying to save me. Yeah, I was trying to save you, but I mean, be a Rambo, buddy. You know.
You're just giving people options, man.
Now, when it comes to kids, you tell me. All right, you tell me how do you do as far as your nieces and nephews, if you have any?
No, of course I got some. I got 7. Yeah, I got 7 nieces and nephews in total. I got 2 godsons, and I have one of my friends. Like her, I was there when her daughter was born, so like she's pretty much like family for me. So anytime I get gifts, I try to get her something too.
Okay, go ahead.
So every year I got about at least minimum 10 kids that I'm trying to get something for when I do gifts. Now, part of it slowed down because a lot of my nieces and nephews are Muslim and they don't do the whole Christmas thing.
Okay.
But typically when they were younger, I would get them gifts so that's where I would get them things that if their parent didn't tell me something specific they needed, I would get them something that I thought would be good for them.
See, and that's the tricky part not to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
That's the tricky part when it comes to kids. Because a kid don't understand a gift card.
Right.
I don't know what age do they say, all right, I'll do a gift card.
I would say probably like 5th or 6th grade.
Okay. Well, listen, out there, anybody that's listening, hit us in the comment if you know what is a proper age to start giving a kid, a gift card. Go ahead.
Right.
You said the 5th grade?
Yeah, I would say like 5th or 6th grade.
So how old is that when the 5th or 6th grade?
You asking the wrong person.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm trying to think though.
You're not a teenager.
But the only reason why I'm saying, no, I don't think you're a teenager yet, but the only reason why I'm saying 5th or 6th grade, because I think that's around the time when you start kind of being aware of fashion.
5th or 6th grade?
Yeah, I would think 5th or 6th grade. You kind of now you might not be able to buy your own stuff.
If I'm gonna give you a gift card, you're a teenager.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
5th or 6th grade, you want toys.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
Yeah, they want toys.
I know. Well, when I was in 5th and 6th grade, I was in the video games heavy, so I.
And that's the same thing. Video game, iPad, electric. So.
But I'm just saying. I feel like I've bought a kid a game card before they were in like 6th grade.
See, that's different there. A game card is different from a Visa.
I mean, I'm saying not a game card, like a gift card, but it was like a closed gift card though.
Oh, okay.
So not like a Visa gift card. It was very specific. So like for example.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll get it. Like I might not know what game they want, but I know they play the game all the time. So I'll get them a gift card to like GameStop or something.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not saying I'm getting them just like a random Visa card and do whatever you want. I'm saying I might not know specifically what game you want, or I might not know exactly what kind of sneakers you want, but I know you want some Nikes.
Okay, gotcha.
So I would get gift cards like that.
Okay.
And then like them and the parent would go to the store and get whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I would do gift card, and maybe that's why I could get away with it when they were in like 5th or 6th grade.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
But being a parent with a kid, from when I was growing up to now, it's totally different because the simple stuff is not simple no more. The simple stuff is electronic stuff. The simple stuff is, I guess, iPad or the gift card to put on iMusic or some stuff like that.
Yeah, I know what
you know, and it's more electronic. It's more expensive because I guess the cost of living be more. Yeah. That's why kids want, and then on top of that, kids don't stay in their lane. They all over lanes. So plus, if they're friends in it, and it's Christmas, they want the same thing.
Well, you know what's crazy? I think Christmas has always been expensive for kids. I think it's just a matter of nowadays kids don't really move. Like they stay in. They don't electronics all the time. So all electronics are expensive. So when a kid comes to you at Christmas time and say, "Hey, I want a game, I want a phone, I want an iPad, I want all these technology things," they're going to be expensive. Whereas back in the day, we might have said something like, "Oh, I want a basketball." You know what I'm saying? I want a Nerf football. Right. I want to, like we used to like actually want like toys and stuff.
Right, because we went outside.
Yeah, we went outside. But these kids, they inside, so they want all the electronic stuff.
You're right.
So it do get crazy. But I think it's always been expensive though, because I know for me, like I was always into like the race cars and the video games and the gaming systems and all that kind of stuff. Like I always had the gaming systems. Because the rule that my mom had for me was, as long as my grades was right, I could get pretty much what I wanted. And I was never really into like fashion and stuff like that. So everything for me was like, I want this game, I want this gaming system.
Oh man, you talking about grades? Yeah. Shout out to my mom. She a real one. I tested her. I tested Joe. Let me say that. Cause my mom told me, if you don't get your grades right, you're not getting them for Christmas.
Oh yeah, I had that conversation before.
And I thought she was joking. Oh, my grades was failing. I come downstairs, my sister playing with all it. I'm looking like, all right, what my toys at? My mom said, I did not tell you.
Did not tell you?
And she was like, I didn't buy you nothing. Thank you for letting me save money.
Thank you for letting me.
Yo, Beacon, you talk about somebody hurt? Oh my God.
Yeah, the thank you for letting me save money was the line.
Listen, dude, I would have rather just get whooped. Beat me naked. I don't care what but don't take the Christmas. Man, listen, I think that might have happened to me one more time. I might have did that one more time, but I didn't get no Christmas eye.
No, it happened to me a couple times. I forgot what grade it was around, but I got to a point where I didn't have Christmas for like 2 years in a row.
Oh no! These days, time that'd be child abuse. How could you do that? Well, the kid is bad.
I deserved it because my grades was terrible at the time.
Yeah.
And I was just always in trouble. So it was like, you ain't getting no Christmas. It was like, all right.
Yeah. Whew. Boy, and as long as we're talking about on sad notes, it's rough when someone passes away. Yeah. That's when it's rough. Yeah. You know, we're dealing with that now, so.
Yeah, because I was going to say everybody's memories about the holidays aren't always bright ones.
Right.
And that's always a tough place to be in because
No matter what holiday we talk about.
because I was about to say, I can't remember which holiday, but I remember like being around certain people, and it's like certain holidays you're really excited about, and they just like, no, I don't feel it because I lost, this person that was really
Right.
close to me around this time.
Right.
And that's always unfortunate because, I ain't gonna say I've never been through that.
Mm-hmm.
What I will say is, I've never had anybody like, I don't know how to say it, like.
Really, really close to you.
Yeah.
That passed
I
away
never lost-
during the holiday.
Yeah, like I never lost like a parent or
A child.
or anything like that. I've lost people, but not like that.
That was really, really personal.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to say it. That was really, really personal.
Really, really personal to you.
And the people that I've seen that have felt that way about the holidays, like that's normally what it was. It was somebody who was really, 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 really personal to them. And it's nothing really you can say to that person. I mean, because how can you tell them it's going to get better or
You can't.
they're going to be okay? Like you can't really tell them that because they had that relationship with that person that they're never going to have again.
Right.
And it was somebody who probably knew so much about them that even if you like a best friend or something, you don't know that's
Right. Right.
that it's rough. And like you said, I know it was one that was the closest one was probably the one that we had last year.
Right. We lost Michael.
Yeah. That's
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, but they might not know. The audience might not know.
Oh, Michael was my stepson, and natural causes. So that was a good thing. No foul play, and he passed away. We found out Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that was a rough joint.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Because it was crazy. Because I remember I was in Virginia.
Yeah.
And I think I was just texting with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Like we was just texting, like joking around and all that. And then next thing I know, somebody had texted me or called me. No, they sent out a text and was like,
A mad group.
yeah,
chat.
like a mass group text and was like, that happened. And I was just like, huh? I just got off the phone with them. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then I couldn't get y'all because obviously now y'all dealing with that.
Right.
And I'm like, yo. And then I started to see like other people starting to say, and I was like, oh snap. But the other crazy part about it was he had just put out that book, like his autobiography book, like the week before or two, like something around that time.
Yeah.
And I remember like seeing it, and I remember being so in awe that he did that because I was just like, wow, like people have been telling me I need to write a book, and I just kind of brushed it off.
Mm-hmm.
And here he was this whole time, just writing this autobiography while he was also like thriving because he at the time he had his own apartment. Was working, and he had a lot of like really good stuff going on. He graduated college,
dealing with health issues and everything.
Yeah, so when I saw that he wrote that book, that was really inspiring for me.
Yeah.
Now I wasn't inspired enough to write the book, so I still ain't wrote my book. But it was just very impressive because he was I forgot what was his age?
28.
28. So to see somebody so young. To be that aware of, I have a purpose and I have a story, and to take the time to do that, man, that really touched me that he wrote the story. And to hear less than 2 weeks later he was gone. It was
That was shocking.
It was rough, man.
And the crazy part, well, not crazy, but I had to call everybody because Angie, she was, it was not. So I had to make all the phone calls, and I'm like, and I'm calling everybody, and everybody like, what Michael? I'm like,
they like, can't be.
Right, can't be.
Michael who?
Right. What Michael?
We know it ain't.
Right. Who Michael Jordan?
Right.
No, but yeah, man, it was a rough one. Yeah. And I can, as a parent or someone that's married, when you lose, and I'll be truthful with you. Even if you get remarried and it's your ex, you feel some type of way because you're gonna think of all the good times. Right. And when that happens, as long as you're not going crazy, oh my God. But if you like, dang, I think whoever you're in a relationship with should give you some little bit of space. They should, because if you be like, oh, why are you worried about that? That's selfish to me. The person, them and that person, even though they broke up.
So you saying like if you was broke, if you and Angie were not together at that time,
right?
and then that happened.
Right.
Like you wouldn't want your ex to be like, oh, why you grieving over that?
You mean who I'm in a relationship with now?
I mean, sorry, you went with that new
that's
person.
right. That's unfair.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. You selfish. Let that person, because you don't know. Right. You don't know the type of relationship they had. You know what I mean?
No, you right. The only reason why I was laughing because I remember seeing like a video or. I remember seeing a video or Instagram where the dude was like, "Yeah, my ex just passed."
Oh
away."
yeah, I see that. I see.
And she was like, "Well, what you looking all sad for?"
I'm not saying you go on. Yeah, I seen that. I'm not saying do that. No. Don't go out like that. I'm not saying go out like that.
She was like, "Why don't you go with it?"
No, I'm not saying you supposed to be that, but like that. Because you're gonna go back to the good times you had with that person.
Right.
Or if it's a kid, that's when it's rough.
Right.
And I don't believe there's a point where you gotta say, come on, man, get over it. And there's no get over it.
Yeah, and it's not fair to say that to that person.
Right.
It's really not fair. Now, if they're doing something harmful to themselves, like let's just say every year it comes around, they want to go and get drunk to like drink themselves into oblivion or
I'm fine with
crazy
that.
drugs.
Oh no,
No, but I'm
drugs,
saying
no.
No, but I'm saying it's okay for somebody who might be concerned to like voice that if they feel like it's something that they're not managing well. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying they can't have a drink and get drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying if they drinking themselves to like there's no stop. They're not turning down no shots.
Now, let me ask you this question:
Mm-hmm.
Is that the only day they do it that on?
For what I was talking about, yes.
I'm gonna be there with you.
Okay. You gonna let them do what they gotta do?
But I'm there with you, and we talking, and then I may get, all right, man, come on, let's do one more.
Yeah.
I'm there with you, but I won't leave you.
But I'm saying, what if that person? What if you realize, all right, this person is done, and you like, I want you to be able to get whatever you gotta get off, but at the same time, now I'm concerned about like your health.
I would say it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would say something.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they can't do what they do.
Right.
But I'm saying if it got to a point where it's like, okay, you're not even concerned about your health right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now I might try to step in and be like, yo, like, all right, let's go home, or let's.
Or I would see when we do it, a couple people go out.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it ain't just me going against you. It's yo, all right, let's let's go. You know what I'm saying?
And then you got a group of people saying,
right.
And it's just like, oh man, you just hating it.
Right, it's a group of people. And we're gonna let you get pissy drunk and I want you to get so drunk when you pee on yourself. That's how drunk I want you to get. I want you to pee on yourself.
Can they projectile vomit in your car?
For that day, yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure because when you start letting them drink that much, that's the risk you running.
It is fine, and I'm gonna be fine with it because if we're going by what you're saying, that's the only time you get, and that happens. Let's say this is the second year coming around, and I see it coming. I'm gonna say no, let's not go out. Let's stay. We go to my spot.
Right.
We drink at my spot.
Right.
You know, I had a couple people over where you can go ahead and you go.
Be safe, you ain't gotta worry about driving home and all that other stuff.
Right.
Okay.
Oh no, you ain't gonna never. Even if we go out, you ain't gonna drive.
Yeah.
No, we ain't gonna do that.
Yeah. No, but that's all I was saying. I was saying like, because I've seen it. I've seen people like the day comes around, and it's such a painful thing for them that they just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and just drink through this day, this entire day.
I have never seen that.
Well, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen
It's not, and it's not a pretty sight, is it?
No. Because I mean, depending on the person and how they deal with their liquor in the first place, you got some people where they might get super emotional.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So now you drink it, and now you start to get angry because the person's not there anymore. But you're like angry drunk.
I got you.
Or you get emotional. Now you're starting to reminisce on things. Now you're crying all over the place and that type of stuff.
Gotcha.
So it's just one of the things where it's like it's not just social. We drinking, having a good time all night. When you're dealing with somebody who's dealing with something that's tragic for them, at a certain point it could turn. They might be having fun at first with the drinks, but then it might become a thing where it's like, okay, now you gotta like make sure emotionally this person's okay. Make sure you know they're not damaging themselves.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, but to your point for the day, yeah, like if that's how you want to get through the day,
Right, I'm fine.
yeah,
with
we just chalk it up and let you get through that.
Right, right. But we don't, I can't even say, I will go maybe 5 years with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, like, all right, man, I'm gonna give, you got 5 years of me.
Right.
On that day,
Right.
I'm with you.
Right.
After the 5 years, since I can't tell you how to feel on that day,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to put somebody else in my spot because I don't, because,
Right. Or you're just gonna remove yourself.
right,
Yeah.
and just be like, all right,
Yeah.
I talk to you tomorrow.
Mhm.
I talk to you the next day to follow, whatever, but I'm
Mhm.
not, no.
Now I've seen what I just described to you. I've seen that before of somebody like drinking through a day,
Mm-hmm.
but I've never seen them do it every single year for like 10, 5.
Well, see, I don't know.
So what I'm saying is, to your point, if somebody's doing it for that long, then yeah, you have to set some sort of boundary because I don't think that's healthy for either one of y'all
Right.
to set yourself up to do that every single
Okay.
year. At some point, somebody needs to be like, yo, let's either do some counseling or find another way to try to
Right.
grieve through this.
Right.
But yeah, those first 5 years,
Right.
you know, you were like, we're just gonna give you grace because we
Right.
understand you're going through a tough thing that we can't speak on because
Right.
it's your laws.
Right.
Yeah, anything else you want to say about just either Mike or just
No.
anything?
No.
Okay. I guess the one thing I want to say, you know, because we started off talking about the holidays, then we jumped into gift giving and all that stuff.
Mhm.
But for those of you who the holidays it's a tough time for you, whether it's because you lost somebody or maybe you just had any type of like negative memory or bad experiences from this time of year, just want to say, you know, my thoughts and prayers are with you. I hope that whatever it is that's bothering you around this time of year, like you find some way to cope with it and you have people around you that can support you to get through it. But yeah, I just I wanted to acknowledge the fact that we do understand
Yes.
that around this time of year, it's not always just about the smiles and
Mhm.
the gift giving and
Right.
Christmas trees and all of that. Some people are really hurting around this time. So
Right.
just wanted to make sure that we acknowledge those folks as well.
Yeah. And I just want to say, you know, also same thing with me. What can you say? I just pray. I can pray for you, you know, because I know especially depends on who it is
Right.
and how fresh it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, salute you. Just hang one in there, you know. And just for me, I would say one of the things I would say would be would the person that you're
That you're mourning.
mourning, how would they want you to act?
Yeah, that's a perfect thing because
You know.
that's always my thing. Like at a certain point, you got to start thinking like, all right, how would that person feel if they saw me sitting here
Right.
just getting drunk?
Or was that person?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and that's the only thing I can say.
Yeah, because I know, and not again, I haven't lost anybody like to that degree,
Mhm.
but when I have lost people that were at least close to me, that's always been my mindset because it hurts. But at the same time, I be thinking to myself, what would that person like want me to do? Like I'll never forget, and this is kind of sort of Christmas related, but not really.
Mhm.
I'll never forget 6 months after my great grandmother died.
Okay.
My grandmother died. I was really close to both of them, but this was like over 20 years ago. And I probably mentioned it in season 1 or whatever.
Mhm.
But my grandmother who died 6 months later, she died around the time I had to do my finals. Like I literally had to take a final the day of her passing for
Mm.
college. And I was completely just like not focused on that at all. I had tried to do the study up to the point that I found out she had passed away. But I also knew like I had to go take this final. Like I had to leave the funeral and go take this final.
Mm.
And the teacher gave me the option. She said, you know, I know you had this funeral. You know, we can schedule it for later, but I did exactly what you said in that moment. I said, what did my grandmother want me to do? My grandmother wanted me to take that test.
Yeah.
Because my grandmother was so hyped about me, like just chasing my education at the time, because I had gone through my own struggles or whatever, and finally got to the point where I was taking my education seriously. So she was really proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I know for a fact that she would not have wanted to be the reason why I didn't take that final.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a very valid point in terms of like helping people to cope right now,
Right.
who might be dealing with death in particular.
Right.
But I just want to give that example.
Right. We just, you know, the coach just want to say, man, I hope everybody will be enjoying this holiday. However, not just this holidays, all the holidays that are coming up.
Yeah, true.
However you enjoy it, just enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy it, recharge, rest,
Right.
like just relax.
Right.
All the R's. Do a whole bunch of R's.
Right. Exactly.
Rest, recharge, relax.
So on that note, I'm the coach,
And I'm the beacon.
and this is the Point Blank Perspective